awesome, beautiful, delicious, fantabulous Wonder Bunder coach. Yes, you. Yes, I know. Wonder Bunder, what's that? Don't worry. It's good. It's good, I tell you. And welcome to another little MCC Secrets Vidbits, little video bits of video to help you grow, strengthen, deepen, full of insight, wisdom, tips and tricks, things that I've learned along the way, things that, especially about conversations that I've had with other coaches, coaches that I'm mentoring, coaches that I'm training, coaches that I'm just engaging with and helping to grow, like you. So I'm here to talk with you about a specific topic that has come up quite a few times, and it's looking at this world of happiness, and having a conversation with a client, with a coach who's talking about their client really struggling with happiness and not feeling happy, and can you connect with that? Can you identify? I mean, you've had times when you're not happy, you're not feeling happy. You've had clients, I'm sure, who are struggling with feeling happy or being happy. Maybe you've got clients who have no problem with that, but there is a constant challenge for happiness. For those of us in America, it's part of our was it the Constitution? That we hold these rights for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I mean, that's kind of in our government thing, but that's like a fundamental core thing that we as humans, we deserve. We are entitled to life, to liberty, to our freedom, to our individuality, to our own individual power, and the pursuit of happiness. What? So I had a coach ask me, what do I do? How do I help my client be happy? Well, like with anything, when we are stuck with a how and you don't know how, I can tell you right now, it's because you haven't gotten really clear about the what. In this case, yeah, how do you help your client be happy? How do you make yourself happy? How do you find happy? How happy? How? Well, the question first is, what is happiness? What is happiness? Pause this, and then come back. But pause this and see if you can come up with a clear, don't cheat and look it up online. I know you. Don't do that. Come up with your own answer. What is happiness? What does that mean? I mean, not just a general, oh, happiness is feeling good. Don't just give me another word for it. What is happiness? I mean, let's be honest. How can you find it? How can you make it? How can you get it if you don't really know what it is? And the reason why I bring this up is because our clients and us, happiness is a vague general term. And often we look at happiness means no more problems, right? And by the way, happiness is, according to this generalization, happiness is like one and done. Well, once you achieve happiness, that's it, forever and ever. I know, you know that that's not how it is. But that's how and intellectually, our clients aren't saying that. But when we have clients that are pursuing happiness, that want to be happy, I just want to be happy. Oh, come on. How many times have you heard that? Oh, coach, I just want to be happy. Well, so how do you want to feel about this? I just want to be happy with what I've done. I want to be happy with what I have. What does that mean? Happiness. So here's my take on this, and this is coaching terms, right? Happiness. Happiness is a positive feeling, first off. So it's a positive energy. It's the difference of fear. It's on the opposite side of the scale. By the way, I know some of you watching this are like really emotional experts, so just bear with me. I'm piecing this together without all the deep emotional training, but I'm sure you'll confirm this. Happiness is on the other end of the scale when we talk about fear, when we talk about anger, when we talk about all of that. And so happiness is a positive energy. So just looking at it in terms of energy, it's a positive energy. It's a moving forward. It's an opening. It's a creating. It's an engaging. It's a positive energy. Much like love. It's in the category of love. It makes perfect sense, right? Fear and hatred, anger, all those other emotional feelings that are the negative are tied in with fear somehow, or some sort of pain, some sort of negative. In other words, it's a negative energy. It's going back, or it's shutting down and stopping, or whatever it is. But it's not positive. It's not flowing, and we definitely don't want more of it, because let's be absolutely honest. We as humans, although we are absolutely capable and full permission to feel our full range of feelings, feel the feelings, right? We don't want to feel the anger, the fear, the hatred, the sadness, the pain, all that stuff. We don't want to. We have full permission to, but we don't want to. What we want, truly, is happiness. That's why it's our human right to pursue happiness. I want to pursue this. I want to go and find it. It also doesn't mean it's automatically given to us. You will automatically always be happy. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're not. And that's okay. But we are always allowed to pursue it, to go looking, to search, to desire, to start taking actions and moving toward it. Happiness. What do we do? So, first off, just looking in general, happiness is a positive energy. We can tie that in even further. If we look at our coaching stuff, our coaching language, our coaching tools, we've got fears, we've got our values. Our values are tied in with our happiness, aren't they? Right? Because think about, and I'm going to go to this in a moment, but I'm going to go to it now. Think about past times when you have felt something that you would call happy. Remember some times where there was happiness in your life, and notice your values, your personal values are sparking. Your personal values are stimulating. Your personal values are, ooh, you're here in this experience. That is why you're happy. You're happy because your values are being honored and expressed and engaged and revealed and enhanced and plugged in and alive. That is why you are happy. So, everybody's personal definition of happiness ties in with their values. Now, I will say, I go in my class, the Fast Past Masterful Coaching. There's a lot more into this, but I will say there is a kind of thing that we call happiness when we survive something, when we get out of a problem, when we fix a problem. I'm going to say that's not necessarily happiness, as it's more relief, right? It's not necessarily, I mean, again, think about a big problem that you tackled with, or a time when you were very, very unhappy with a situation, circumstances, and when that situation or circumstances completed or ended or disappeared or whatever it was, and you didn't have that, that didn't necessarily mean you were happy. You were just glad it was gone. And now there's some space for happiness to show up. Because you can't be happy and miserable at the same time, or happy and angry, or happy and sad. Maybe you can. I don't know. Humans, we're complex. But in general, let's look at you can't be one or the other. So when the problem is gone, when the threat, when the danger, when the horrible, nasty, bad thing that's causing pain, that's causing anger or sadness or emptiness or depletion or whatever is non-happy, when that circumstance ends, we're not happy. There's a myth that we think if the problem goes away, then I'll be happy. It's not really true, is it? How many times have you had problems go away? Doesn't mean you're happy. You can be happy, but it doesn't automatically make happy. Does that make sense? I hope so. So this is all going back to what is happiness? What is happy? And looking at our clients, happiness is the fulfillment or the experience of their personal values. So even when problem is done, we still need to shift our attention and focus to that happiness. So, okay, we're just breaking down language here. Happiness is I'm experiencing my values. All right, so we probably have similar exercises about how to identify values. Guess what? Guess what, coach? You get to use those same exercises and tools in identifying happiness, right? I mean, it's up to you if you want to like explain to your client, well, happiness is your values, or just go searching, like tell me about a time in your past. See, I told you I was going to do that, and now I'm doing it. Tell me about a time in your past when you were happy. I get it. You're not happy now, or at least you don't think you're happy right now. Maybe, and this came from a conversation with a coach who was like, she's working with a client who claims that they are never happy. Never happy. Got it. So let's assume that might be true. You're not happy now. Tell me about a time in the past when you were happy. Oh, what was that like? Identify the values. Not the event, not the circumstance, right? Because circumstances in themselves don't make us happy. It's the meaning that we attribute to them that make us happy, right? Case in point, I got fired from my job. Different people have different meanings and interpretations. Quite frankly, the last job I got fired from was great. I was so glad to have gotten fired. I was a little frustrated in the moment, but that wore off really, really quickly. And then I was off to bigger and better things. So just because someone got fired from their job doesn't mean you don't get to be happy. Careful of the assumptions that we make. So look to your clients or yours past experiences, and not the thing that happened, but what was it about it that made me happy, or that made you happy? Why were you happy? Tell me about this, and help the client discover more about what this happiness is actually like for them. And you might even talk about, tell me when work is done and all the pressures are done and you finally get to do free time, tell me about something that you love to do or that you're looking forward to doing that will make you happy, right? There's an anticipation. And again, not the activity, it's the meaning. Well, oh, I can't wait to go rollerblading. Yeah, what is it about rollerblading that makes you so happy? Oh, here's the meaning, here's the meaning, here's the meaning. Perfect. Because if we isolate our happiness with just these events, well, the events may or may not occur. And it's also, we would then fall into that danger trap of trying to recreate those events, right? I mean, that doesn't really always work. Oh, well, if this event or this thing made you happy, then do it again and that will make you happy. Sometimes it does, but not always. So we're looking for what is the experience, the meaning out of these actions, these events, these things that occur. Happiness is all created by me, by the individual. Does that make sense? Happiness has nothing to do with the outside world. The outside world just keeps doing things, and people keep doing things in their own world. It's the meaning that I make out of it, where I get to decide, am I happy? Am I not happy? That is a personal decision. Now, your client may not believe that because they're in the world of believing that their happiness lies in someone else's hands. You see the trap in this, right? No, if somebody else would do this or stop doing that, then I would be happy. Good luck. You have no power and you will never be happy according to those terms. You, you coach, and you tell your client, you are the only one who gets to make you happy. Yes, of course, when we have people who express their love and their kindness, when people reach out and connect with us, when wonderful things happen, when there's celebrations and events and I go and do a thing and all this and that, yes, the environment and the situation and other people contribute, or they create an environment where it's a lot easier for me to be happy, but the happiness is ours to own. You get to make yourself happy. You get to choose if this circumstance makes you happy or not. I mean, doing this video, I could just make this as a video. It's like, oh, just a video. I'm just spouting it out. It kind of makes me happy to be able to share this with you, to kind of explore this on my own. And I love doing that. And I love discovering and articulating and digging in and finding new layers and nuances. And I really, really love sharing it with you and other coaches. See, doing the video, I do tons of videos. They don't make me happy. But this one makes me happy. So here's I'm going to give a little poke then. Find what makes you happy. And then go do it. Not that the action makes you happy, but that the environment and the experience opens up the doorways for you to be happy. Because we are all entitled to pursue that happiness. We won't always be happy because that's part of life, but you always get to pursue it. And you get to help your clients pursue it because that is what coaching is all about. Yeah, I mean, this is already a long video, but boy, think about that. I mean, think about that. That's what coaching is all about. What makes you happy? What are you sacrificing and struggling and enduring in your life and you're not happy? And let's figure out how to get you happy. So much more about this. I'm just scraping the beginning. But this is to get you thinking. This is to get you pondering and exploring. And keep coming back for more. There's more coming up left and right, in and out, up and down. And I am so happy to share them with you. I hope you're happy in watching them. And I hope you're even more happy in taking this and learning and stretching and growing your coaching and giving this back to your clients. And until next one, I wish you a wonderful, happy coaching.